My name is Lisa Park, and by some people, I'm considered a technical specialist, and my current role is study manager with Glencore Nickel Division in the Growth and Decarbonisation team. So I think for effective management and leadership is obviously your communication skills and ability to relate to people are very important, and to understand people's different working styles and different needs. So I would frame it as just being able to have a conversation at many different levels in terms that people can relate to. When we talk about stakeholders within Glencore, generally the conversations are not as broad because many people do have a lot of technical understanding. I know that from my experience with the smaller mining companies, the stakeholder engagement requires many more different skills, particularly in conversations with stakeholders that have never seen the type of project that you might be working on previously. So always many challenges when you're leading a project. So all the way from stakeholder engagement and aligning stakeholders with the project objectives and making sure that we're all, that there is an understanding, as quite often you get to the end of a project and stakeholders will come back and say, oh, I didn't think, that that's what we were going to get at the end of the project. Whereas continuous engagement and updates along the journey are so very important. And then in terms of executing a project, even within a study phase, is knowing the team that you're working with. So whether it's the team members within your own organisation or whether it's the variety of consultants that you may engage along the way, is just being able to communicate the project vision at the level that's appropriate with your team members and helping them navigate the journey that you would like them to follow. So they might not follow the same track as you to reach the end solution, but just being able to set a framework for them to work within and recognise early if someone's just getting a little bit off track, and just being able to steer in the right direction. Recognising along the way that sometimes things come up, so unplanned events do happen. They might not be unforeseen, but when we first plan a project, we'll often plan an optimistic schedule, recognising that there may be events which could occur that change either the scope of the project and potentially the end date of a project as well. And this happens, changing the end date of a project can happen more often in the early project phases, particularly when you're developing new processes. So in terms of planning for them, often we'll plan for them, but they may not enter into the base schedule. But it's like having, we have plan A for the project. This is what we expect to happen in the ideal situation. And then we think, what are the risks associated with the project and how could it implement the delivery of the project? And that becomes plan B and plan C and plan D within the project phase.